Good morning all. Today we will go for loan and lease question. This is our 7th class. We need to prepare a generalized loan repayment schedule and certain information is given to us, that is number of years and period of loan. So this information we have already typed, rate of interest 15% and certain repayment schedule by monthly, half yearly, monthly, quarterly and yearly. Now let's move to the next slide. What we need to do is we need to calculate the periodicity first of all. So we will select periodicity cell and we will go to data validation now. So here we will select data validation, and in data validation we will go for list, and in list we will select bi-monthly, half yearly and yearly options. Okay, now we will press enter and here we can see our drop down cell which can show each and every single information from bi-monthly till yearly. Okay, now another information which we require is the value in front of periodicity cell. How we can get it? We need to utilize VLOOKUP formula. So equals to VLOOKUP, bracket open, let me just adjust the screen. So equals to VLOOKUP, bracket open. Now what we want is we want values of periodicity. So we will select B3 cell, comma. Now we will select the table from where we need to get the informations. So by monthly till 1. So from this table we want information, comma, and we want information from the second column only. So 2, bracket close. Okay, so half yearly it's 2. Okay, so 2 is the second column. Now we wanted to check the informations. Bi-monthly is 6, half yearly is 2, monthly is 12, quarterly is 4 and yearly is 1. Okay, now the next thing which we want is the amount of installment. What is the amount of installment which is required to pay? So for this there is a formula equals to PMT, rate of interest. Now we will select rate of interest, divide by periodicity. Okay, so divide by periodicity, comma, period of loan, and PER is period of loan, total number of installments, period of loan multiply by periodicity, comma, loan amount. So we'll select loan amount and bracket close. If we directly select the loan amount, this information, the answer which we will get will be in the negative form. So we need to put minus sign in front of the loan amount so that we can get results in the positive value. Okay, so this is our value. We can check the values in different cells. So in case of monthly, the installment will be around 2000. In case of half yearly, the installment amount will be 14,000. Okay, now let's move to the question further. Okay, now let's start with the question. So certain information which we need to add is serial number, opening balance, interest amount, amount of installment and closing balance. So now for serial number 1, first installment, opening balance, we will directly refer the amount of loan, and for rate of interest equals to amount of loan, the opening balance, so equals to opening balance multiplication rate of interest divide by periodicity, not 12. Most of the people do, they write 12 instead of writing 12. We need to select the periodicity, so amount of interest. Then in case of installment we will directly select amount of installment, and in case of closing balance, opening plus rate of interest, amount of interest minus amount of installment. This will be our closing balance. Now from second serial number onward our question starts. What we can do is we can directly write 2, 3, 4, but this information won't help us because in case of half yearly installments there is a requirement of 10 installment, but if we drag this information further downward the installment keeps on coming. Okay, so we want that the installment should get stopped by after 10. Okay, so for this we will write a formula equals to if bracket open, we'll select A8 cell. If this cell, this number is less than period of loan multiplied by periodicity, if this information is less than this, then we will put 1 in it, so we will add 1 in it, otherwise we will keep it blank. Now we can drag it. Okay, but this shows error. Why we are getting error? Because we need to fix the cell. So in this case we will fix B2 and C3. Okay, and we will press enter. Now we can drag this information and we can see that after 10 onward it's not coming. Okay, now same we will do for opening balance. We will utilize count formula in this case. Okay, so equals to if bracket open count, we need to count this cell. If this cell contains has some information, so count A9 equals to 1. If this cell has certain information, then we will select closing balance, otherwise we will keep it blank. Enter. Now we can drag it downward. Done. So we are getting 0 because closing balance is empty. So same we will utilize the count formula for interest also. Here we can see the count formula for interest equals to if bracket open count A9, sorry, count bracket open A9 bracket close equals to 1. If this cell has certain information, then we will select opening balance multiply rate of interest divide by periodicity, and we need to fix periodicity also, otherwise we will keep it blank. Enter. We will track this information. Now for installment we will utilize the count formula. Okay, so this is the formula equals to if bracket open count A9 equals to 1, then we will select amount of installment which we have already calculated. We will fix this cell, comma, otherwise we will keep it empty. And same thing for closing balance equals to if bracket open count A9 this cell bracket close equals to 1, then opening balance plus rate of amount of interest minus amount of installment bracket comma, otherwise empty, bracket close, enter. Now we will drag this information, hold this information till 10, and this is our answer. Suppose in another case, if we select the values to yearly, so you can see it's stopped at 5, and in case of quarterly, if we select the information for quarterly, so this is information is stopped at 14, we will drag it till 14. Okay, in case of quarterly, since there are 5 years, the information should get stopped at 20. Okay, so we will drag this information till 20. Let's check. Let's check. So we have dragged this information till 20. Now this information will get stopped after 20. That's it. Thank you very much.